First of all, I would like to thank you all for coming to the 21st Century Teaching Summit here in Monterey Bay in Colton Walter Middle School. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all again for we have the neighboring school teachers and educator. I hope this meeting is very successful and it's is I hope it's very enjoyable for all of us. Well, the today's topic is the 21st century's practitioner and leadership. I'm honored to be giving the role for the next half school year or the next coming year to be a part of a team to create our student center and the teaching more enjoyable for all of our teachers. And in a few minutes, I will be taking questions from my fellow colleagues and fellow students students and teachers. And if anybody has a question, please forward. Hello, Mr. Sadat. I am the administrator of the Colton Water Middle School, um, and I do have some concern and about this new project that's putting in place. I've been administrator for the last 45, almost close to for 35, 40 years, and we have graduated a lot of students who are been successful, and but I don't understand why to bring this new change to our education or to our school system. I would like to get more insight about this. If you can answer my question, that why is the change needed? Hello, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for your concern and raising the question. I always have been admired you and your leadership and your your gratefulness. However, sir, the education strategies and the way of our student learning in the 21st century has been totally changed. If you look in 1995 till right now, we have added a lot of different strategies to our learning system, which could be e-learning and computers, technology, and their smart boards and their so the time and the era has been changed, and so is our students. Our students are learning in a totally different perspective and totally different way, and I think it's very important to be up to date and to give a chance to and give it more training to our students and our teachers to be able to educate and the right way and create the new 21st century leaders and community members. Um, I would love to still work under your management and be a part of your team. And I think it's a collective work. Collective work. It has to be work as a team. We have to work as a team and to achieve the common goal for our students. Hello, Sadat. I am the father of Mirwais Fazli. He's my son, and he's a fourth grade, and I believe he's in one of your class. Um, the concern I have is that why good teacher are leaving the classes and moving up to a different position. Don't you think it's gonna affect our student learnings? And and I believe you're one of his favorite teacher, and he gets very happy, and he works very good in your classes. I think you're one of his favorite math teacher also. So I think isn't it's lost for our children that good teachers are leaving the classrooms. As a parent, well, thank you for first of all, thank you for raising the question and coming to this meeting. As a parent, I do understand you're concerned that there's some students do have a favorite teachers, and some students do get attached to some teachers. But I want you to look at it the broad picture. I want you to look at it to we whatever we're trying to do here, whatever we are creating here, is we're doing this for the sake of our students, for the betterness of our students, because I do understand that our teacher. I want you ask. I want to ask you the same question. When you were going to school, how was the teaching done? How was learning done? How was the learning? How traditional was it? But right now, your child, Mr. Mirwais, he studies differently. He has an iPad. He has a different access to information, which we didn't had. So I believe it's very important to for us as a teacher to be very adaptive and in sharing information and adapting with and understanding our students better, because our students do learn in a different way and a different styles. So I believe I will be very beneficial. My program will be very beneficial for Mirwais in the long run. Hello, Sadat. I am John Smith. I'm the chemistry instructor in Colton Walton Middle School from the last 20 years. Um, I've been teaching for the last 20 years, and I believe I'm very happy, and my students are very happy with my learning style, with my teaching styles. Um, but don't you think it would be really tough to adapt a new learning and a new teaching style, and get a feedback from a peer or from a co-worker, um, which might have a less experience than I am, and it might have uh, they might have no idea about chemistry, and I don't understand how can I adapt your way of teaching, and why would it be beneficial at this age where I'm 55, 60 year old and I've been teaching for the last 20 years. Hello, sir. Well, thank you for asking me the question, and I would like to share my deep gratitude towards you for your work and your experience. And I believe if we, the 21st century practitioner, or the way up we were trying to implement in this school and in this system, is that it will be opportunity for me to learn from you, from learn from your experience. It's a teamwork. We have to work with each other. It's the feedback that I would get from you, or you might get it from me. Is It's all learning process. So I think it's not that we are gonna change our way of teaching, but to adapt new strategies which might help our students. So I totally understand your concern, but I think I can learn from you, which in the down the road I can might be able to share with other students. Your history or your teaching experience can help us to create the 21st century students or and leaders. But at this point, I'll put my end remarks. I want to remind to everybody to that the 21st century leadership is totally different, and it's very adaptive. It's very beneficial for all of us, for communities, and for our schools and our students, and there's four basic perspective that I want to share with you today as when you leave this room, is that we have to allow the access to our students to information, and we have to interact in individual base and in the group level. So we have to give a chance to our students to express themselves to the fullest. Thank you very much for coming to this meeting. I hope you enjoyed it.